We are going to make Nutella this morning, and well, I should say a chocolate hazelnut spread. Can't call it Nutella. But the reason we're gonna make it instead of just go out and buy it is for a lot of reasons. The first reason is it's simple to make. It's only 4 ingredients at home. But let's talk about what is actually in that jar of Nutella. There is sugar that has been genetically modified in Nutella, and so the majority of table sugar is beet sugar, and these dates that I use are not genetically modified. They do not have an added something or other in their DNA that's going to cause them to kill the weeds in their area. So I don't want to eat that, and probably you don't either. And by the way, the sugar in the bag you have on your shelf or cupboard somewhere is probably beet sugar. So unless it says cane sugar, you are adding a hormone disruptor into your diet every day you use sugar or buy any processed food in the market with sugar unless it says cane sugar. I'm going to use the whole plant here. We're going to need 10 of these dates, but we're going to start with hazelnuts. So we need a cup of hazelnuts. So when you're processing nuts, it is very loud. What you want to do is wear some hearing protection. I am a speech language pathologist and hearing is very important. So you're going to start with a cup of hazelnuts and you're going to put it in your food processor until it starts to turn into a butter at the bottom of your food processor. And all of these ingredients can be found at Trader Joe's. Okay, I'm going to process these. I'm going to pulse them first to break them up. First, I'm going to go grab my hearing protection, and then I'm going to pulse them up and then let it run until it starts to become a butter on the bottom. Okay, you can see the butter started to form on the outside. It's still a little bit crumbly on the inside, but this is good enough. The only thing that our chocolate hazelnut spread will not be as smooth as Nutella, but it'll still be just as satisfying. We're not going to add the oil because it's not necessary to add an extra saturated fat when it's not needed. We're not going to have this sitting on the shelf for a while. It's important to not dump all the ingredients in at once because it won't get smooth enough. So we have to start with the nuts and then we can add the rest. So we're going to use medjool dates and we have to pit them. So I'm going to use 10 of these and I'm just going to rip it in half, remove the pit, and then these dates are going to go into the food processor. So I'm just going to pit 10 of these and rip them in half. Okay, so I just mixed in the dates, so it's not completely processed all the way, but we're going to add a little bit of unsweetened almond milk to help it out. But before that, we'll add in the 1/4 cup of cocoa powder into our mixture. 1/4 cup of cocoa powder will go in here. Mix it up. Yummy, nice and chocolatey. So now we're going to add a 1/4 cup to start with of unsweetened almond milk. You could probably use any of your non-dairy products if you want to. So this will be vegan for those who can't tolerate milk. So I like to have the machine on as I drizzle in about a 1/4 cup to start. I felt like I needed the whole 1/3 cup, and it just kind of depends on the moisture of the date. I'm gonna process it a little bit longer. It's not quite smooth enough, but it's looking good. So that's it. We added all of our ingredients, all 4 of them. I have added vanilla to this before, and I didn't like the flavor quite as much. Nutella does have a synthetic vanilla in there, which is known to cause migraines, so. And we don't need any emulsifiers, so we can avoid the soy. That's also a hormone disruptor because it's genetically modified. So I'm just gonna go a little bit longer on here to make it a little bit smoother. You really have to be careful with processed food products, especially the sweet stuff, because the sugar is gonna be genetically modified, which is an herbicide in the DNA of the beet sugar that you're using or eating, and that's going to be in your body as a toxin, right? And then also, if soy is added in there, which it always is, then you have a pesticide now as a toxin in your body because that's what the organism is modified in the structure of the DNA of the soy plant. So you're getting all these pesticides and herbicides in your body. It's no wonder we're going to have some hormone disruption. Okay, look at that. It's looking pretty smooth. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna see if it's smooth enough on my tongue. Smooth enough. Okay, yay, that was really delicious. I think I'm gonna put it on pancakes with some bananas on top. You know, the reason I made this in the first place was because my older son kept bothering me to buy him those little Nutella and breadstick snack things, and I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna buy this for you as a snack. But as I looked at the ingredients and figured out how awful they were, I was like, but I can make this. It's just so easy. So now it's really fun to have with pretzels or breadsticks, the little cracker type, and then it's good on toast. It's definitely good with bananas. I might want to try it in coffee one day. It might be good as an add-in to oatmeal. It could be maybe put in a smoothie, like a banana Nutella almond milk smoothie. So there you have it. This is not in my cookbook, so I hope you're paying attention. My cookbook, Change Made Easy, is available on Amazon, but make sure you buy from Amazon. There's a lot of price gougers out there. It's $12.99 on Amazon. Don't buy it for any more. All right, guys, enjoy this chocolate hazelnut spread that you will feel good about.